Just finished completing the expansion of the control circuit board for the training class. Just to show a few things that we have over here. We have a delay on make timer, which is for a compressor. We have a delay on break timer, which is for the condenser water pump not turning on and off rapidly. Low pressure bypass timer, lockout relay, low pressure switch, high pressure switch, alarm relay, which I have labeled for R3. We have a typical yo-yo stat 50 VA transformer, disconnect with circuit breaker. This guy is our fan, this is our compressor, and this is our pump light, this is our alarm light. It's an interlocking relay labeled as R1. And on this side we have the compressor contactor, the fan contactor, and the condenser water pump contactor with overload relay feature. And we have the L2 used as the auxiliary contacts of the switch. Down here we have a Belimo actuator with an end switch on it, which I'm using as a supply air damper interlock for the fan. Here we have an HOA rib relay, leak detection, and then this is our terminal strip, which is marked from 1 to 50, and this is for the leak detection terminal strip. In short, basically this was the schematic that I made, just rough, of what all of that is. So basically we start off with turning on the fan. That engages the Belimo motor. In the schematic I show, when the Belimo fully opens, we do two things. We make the indoor fan contactor turn on, and at the same time we energize the R1 relay, which is used to interlock the cooling circuit. So as this continues to open up, we just wait for the light to turn on upstairs. There we go. Relay 1 turned on. Indoor fan just turned on. Now, as you see, I got the HOA switch in the auto position. Put this into cooling off the yo-yo stat. That just happened. There you go. Rib relay in the auto just turned on the condenser water pump contactor. Now we're calling for cooling. Cooling has not been yet initiated by the compressor due to time delay on make timer. So just speed things up, we'll crank that back down. There that goes. Compressor, fan, and pump is all running right now. Now we simulate low pressure bypass timer play. Put the delay on it. I open the low pressure switch. And we stay active at the moment. Once I lower the bypass timer, we should start going into alarm off of the lockout relay, energizing the R3 relay. And there we go. Our compressor just turned off and our alarm light just lit up. Typical of the lockout relay, if we close back the low pressure switch, we still remain in lockout. So to de-energize the relay, we just kill the cooling circuit and then we turn it back on. Now you may notice that the call for cooling has engaged the HOA switch for the condenser water pump. That light is not engaged yet due to our delay on break timer over here to prevent the short cycling of the pump turning on and off, and also the compressor. So if I crank this down, There goes that, and then we just engaged our compressor again. Another feature is if we go into leak detection, we also eliminate the compressor and turn on the alarm. If we reset, we stay locked out. Same feature applies. Disengage cooling, turn back on cooling, and then as you can see, that light lights up. Even if I flip this to the hand, it won't turn on. Now I'm gonna leave this in the off just to show that even I bring back down the delay on brake timer. The delay on brake timer is completely down. I'll flip this into the hand just to show that it works on hand. There that goes. There goes the compressor. So basically the only features here I haven't showed is that I got this momentary start switch to engage the condenser fan, the condenser pump if I wanted to, with a stop switch over here. But usually we won't see the HOA switch in the circuit at the same time that the start stop switch would be wired in using the auxiliary contacts of that contactor. But that's all in a nutshell. And if we put the cooling into auto, we put the fan into auto over here, which is right there, and then if I raise the set point, there we go. Everything is starting to click off. The only thing on is the condenser water pump, and that's because I have it on by the HOA switch. But if I kick this off, everything's off. Balimo's doing its thing. And that's all she wrote.